Hi, and welcome to GUTV. My name is Nina Braddock, and I am the executive producer of tonight's show, Hope for the Homeless. While the topic of homelessness can make many feel uncomfortable, it's important to know that there are those in your community who are in need of help. We hope that this show will inspire you to get involved some way. That could be donating to GUTV's sock drive, or it could be volunteering at the House of Charity. So without further ado, let's roll the open.
Good evening, I'm Andrew Hardenberg.
And I'm Robert Perry. Thank you for joining us this evening. Tonight we explore the homeless issue in Spokane and how we can create hope for the homeless.
Homelessness in Spokane has remained a chronic issue that needs to be addressed. The city of Spokane counted 981 people in the community as being homeless this year, decreasing from 1,000 people last year. There are many programs that can help these people get through these difficult times in their lives, but instead of turning to these programs to get the help they need, some people decide to stay on the street.
Wherever you drive, you see the signs flying on the streets. Being the community we are, we can't help but feel for someone who is asking for money on the side of the street. The people of House of Charity have something to say that may change your outlook on the panhandlers. GUTV's Ryan Edwards has the story.
Yeah, so unfortunately the money that goes out your car window and into the hands of a panhandler is doing more harm than good to that person.
Rob McCann, Executive Director of House of Charity, gives the message to Spokane that panhandling is an issue, and these aren't the people who need the money. These are the people who are using your money for a terrible cause.
And that's a hard one for us to swallow as a community because it feels like and it seems like the right thing to do, but really it's the wrong thing to do.
According to Rob McCann, the people standing on these streets during the day waving their signs are getting in their cars and driving home every night. They are using your money to solve a substance abuse problem. These are not people who are hungry. These are not people who need a place to stay. That is the last of their worries.
And the reality is the vast majority of them are in housing. They're in housing that Catholic Charities got for them. They're in SROs, single room occupancy, which is low income apartments downtown. And they get up in the morning and they put on their panhandling outfit and they go fly a sign on Division or Freya or somewhere. They make 60, 70, 80 bucks a day, and then they go turn around and use that money to feed their addiction.
Some of us, as an alternative, will give people food because we feel like that's just the right thing to do. But the chances of them actually needing the food are highly unlikely. Panhandlers don't need the House of Charity services because they make enough money from the people driving down the road.
To say 9 times out of 10 they're going to take that food that you hand them and they're going to throw it in the garbage. These are not folks that are hungry. These are not folks that are homeless. These are not folks where what's written on their sign is true. And again, I've been doing this 17 years. I have yet to run into one that is true.
Ryan Edwards, GUTV.
If you really want to help out the homeless, go to www.catholiccharityspokane.org/donate. Here, you can donate money to the people who truly need it.
Catholic Charities Spokane is a local branch of a larger national organization whose mission is to affirm the dignity of every person. They partner with parishes and the greater community to serve and advocate for those who are vulnerable, bringing stability and hope to people throughout Eastern Washington.
Catholic Charities Spokane does this through many programs that follow 4 pillars. These pillars are collaboration, compassion, justice, and respect. Everything that they do every day at Catholic Charities Spokane corresponds with each of these pillars.
There are many programs throughout Eastern Washington, from St. Anne's Family and Children's Center to the Immigration and Refugee Legal Services. One program specifically stands out from the rest in regards to the homeless problem in Spokane. This program is House of Charity.
The House of Charity is one of the many programs that Catholic Charities offers. Founded in 1958, the House of Charity has accepted anyone in any condition, including people who have suffered from mental illnesses and addiction. They provide a variety of emergency services, including meals, clothing, shelter, and case management.
Through these services, the House of Charity aims to help the underserved population of homeless and transient men and women by ensuring individual dignity. Big changes are underway for a House of Charity. They are turning into the first 24/7 shelter in Spokane County.
Until the 24/7 model is available, the House of Charity opens their doors from 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. to anyone providing many services that the homeless would otherwise not receive. Kurt Eskijolu has the story.
If you weren't sure if or when you'd eat again, it's the best smell in the world. Breakfast.
Basically, it's just kind of a mad rush for the breakfast line.
After filling his stomach, James has one priority on his mind.
After that, I take.
If you weren't sure if or when you'd eat again, it's the best smell in the world. Breakfast.
Basically, it's just kind of a mad rush for the breakfast line.
After filling his stomach, James has one priority on his mind.
After that, I take a shower.
Others choose to utilize other resources.
We also have laundry services available, so people sign up for that. On 3 days a week, we have a clinic available.
For Catholic Charities, one resource stands out among the rest.
From 10 to 11:30, we do mail, so we're giving people who are experiencing homelessness a place where they can have a physical address and get receive their mail.
Not only is the House of Charity a resource for food, mail, and other services, but is also a safe place for the vulnerable.
People who are our patrons, who use our services, are not safe sleeping on the streets, and we're working really hard to open up and be a safe and welcoming spot for people.
And the staff members are great. I mean, like I said, I've been here for 6 years, and if it wasn't for the House of Charity, I don't know what I would have done.
Above all else, the House of Charity is a resource that can guide its clients to discovering their purpose in life.
I hope they would get their act together and show the community that they're worth it, that we're worth it to help.
Many of the talented individuals James was referring to line up on the streets early every morning. These individuals come here not only as a resource for their physical needs, but for their emotional needs as well. The House of Charity is truly a unique facility because it provides as a reminding pat on the back for these individuals of how truly unique and special they are. Kurt Eskijolu, GUTV.
James's story is one of many examples of the tireless work that is put in by the staff at Catholic Charities.
It is because of their amazing work that the vulnerable in Spokane are in good hands. Coming up next, Robert will share Spokane's typical weather and explain the season that is harshest for the homeless. And later in the show, a former homeless Spokaneite will share how House of Charity saved his life. You're watching GUTV.
I get by with a little help from my friends, with a little help from my friends.